Alright, hey guys, I am back in another video. First of all, if you want to know how to do the look that I'm wearing right now, please go check it out. It's either going to be up next after this video or it's already up. So I believe the title of it is Gold Rush. So go ahead and check that out. Now this is going to be a review video and I am going to be reviewing the LA Color 5 eyeshadow palette. Okay, so, to begin, I have 5 of these eyeshadow palettes. Now, the first one that I have here, I bought at Dollar General a pretty long time ago, and this one is called Tea Time, and I have used this several times. As you can see there, it says Tea Time. And the next one that I have here is kind of a smoky palette, and it is called Ammunition. Very small, but you can see it there, Ammunition. And the next one that I have here is called Chromatic. Okay, and then the next one that I have is a very warm palette, and it's called Desert Dune. And then the next one here that I have is actually the one I'm wearing today, and it's called Gold Rush. Okay, now to start off with, the very first one that I showed you, called Tea Time, I bought at Dollar General. The other 4, my mom actually bought for me as a little present, and she bought them at the store that she works at. Anyway, my mom bought these 4 for me, but I have found a place online that they are pretty cheap. Now, I got these on sale, or actually my mom got these on sale for, as you can see, $1.49. They were originally $1.99, which is a really great deal. Now, this one over here that I did buy at Dollar General, I only paid $1 for. So I recommend definitely checking out Dollar General. Now, they don't have a huge selection in color and stuff, but they do have a few. So I would definitely check out Dollar General, dollar stores, anything like that, any place that you know of that sells the LA Colors. But I wanted to let you guys know about a website that I found that also sells it. The website is just www.discountcosmeticoutlet.com. Now, I will list that website in the bottom bar for you to go check out after you're done watching this video. Now, these eyeshadow palettes are $3.32 on that website. Now, LA Colors has a website themselves, which I checked out, but I could not find the prices of these. So I checked out a couple different websites, and the one that I found that was the cheapest was discountcosmeticoutlet.com, and they're only $3.32. Now, of course, you do have to pay your shipping and handling and stuff, but if you are really wanting these and you can't find them in your area, I definitely think $3.32 is definitely worth these eyeshadows. Now, to begin, I really do love these. I love them a lot. Number one reason why I love them is because they are cruelty-free, and if any of you guys know me, I am a big animal lover. I love animals. These, I'm sorry, I'm looking at notes over here if you catch me looking over in another direction. Now, these are metallic eyeshadows, okay? So, I'm going to give you swatches in just a second when I get done talking about it. But these are metallic eyeshadows, so they are very, very shimmery. I'm just going to show this one pretty close up to you guys so you can see. This is the Gold Rush, the one that I have on right now, and as you can tell, they are very glittery. Now, I would say, I don't know, I think that shimmer and glitter are kind of two different things, and I'm gonna have to say that these eyeshadows are very glittery. They're very pretty, now, but I would say that you're not gonna like these if you don't like glitter and you don't like shimmer, because there is a ton of that in these eyeshadows. Also, these eyeshadows do last all day long. They last really well, and they do not crease as long as you use a good base. Now, for some eyeshadows that I have, like some higher end eyeshadows, I can just use a little bit of concealer and powder, and I don't need an eyeshadow base, and the eyeshadows won't crease. But for these eyeshadows, I do need a good eyeshadow base, which I used in this tutorial that I have. But that's not a problem. I mean, most people who are into eyeshadows and makeup and stuff are going to use an eyeshadow base anyway. Also, I find that these eyeshadows do show up better if you use a white eyeliner Or if you're doing like a dark look, like if you were using the dark palette here, you could use a black base. But if you don't use a base with these eyeshadows or a primer and you just put them on your eyes, they're going to crease. They are going to not last all day. They're going to smear everywhere, and they're not going to be very vibrant. Because on their own, they're okay. You know, if you swipe them, which I'm going to show you in a second, they're okay. But, you know, any eyeshadow is much, much better with an eyeshadow base or an eyeshadow primer. So, with all that being said, I want to go ahead and add that these do have fallout. Now, with any eyeshadow that has glitter or has shimmer in it, you are probably going to have fallout. So I do recommend either doing your face makeup after you do your eye makeup, which I don't like doing, but sometimes you just have to do it, or go ahead and apply a loose powder, you know, do the loose powder trick under your eyes, and then sweep it away once you're done with your eyeshadow. So there's a few positives, few negatives, but overall I think these are really great eyeshadows. I definitely do want to pick up some more. I'm not sure exactly how many of these palettes that LA Colors has altogether, but I know that they have quite a few. So, with all that being said, I am going to go ahead and show you guys some swatches of each palette. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first one that I'm going to show you here is the Gold Rush, which I already showed you the name, and the first color here that we have is a light shimmery color. And there it is on my finger. And then the second one is a light gold color. And there it is. And then the third one here is an olive green. Kind of a light olive green. And there it is on my finger. And then the fourth one is a kind of medium toned gold. And then there it is. Okay, and then the very last one is a very burnt orange coppery color, which I'm going to put on my thumb for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and swipe these on my hand for you, and I'll be right back to show you what they look like on my hand. Okay guys, so here are all the colors, which, yeah, you can see the hairs on my arm. This one over here is the burnt coppery, you know, and it goes from darkest to lightest. So I hope that you guys can see that okay. And that was just with one swipe of my finger. Alright, now the next palette that I'm going to show you is the Smoky Eye palette, is what I like to call it. And it is called Ammunition. So, go ahead and show you swatches of it. Okay guys, so here are the colors from darkest to lightest. Now you can't see them, the last three very well on my hand because I have very light skin color. But the first color that you see right there is the lightest color here, and it's a very shimmery white color. The second color that you see is a light gray color, which you can hardly see on my hand, so I am going to show it on my finger. And it's just a light shimmery gray color here. And then the third color, which you also couldn't see on my hand, is a lavender color. It's very light. It's very pretty. I really like it. There you can see it, kind of. And then the last two colors, which you can see on my hand, the lightest one being the one on the left, is a very shimmery blackish gray, and then the last one that you see is a very shimmery black. And when I say black, it is very dark. That's only with one swipe. So again, that palette is called Ammunition. Okay guys, and the next palette that I'm going to show you is Tea Time. And these colors are pretty good for a neutral eye. They're just brown. Again, very sparkly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get swatches of these and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the colors on my fingers. This first color here that you see on my first finger is the lightest color to the left of the palette. And this second color here is the second lightest, as you can tell. And the third one here is the third lightest right here. on my finger. And then the one on my pinky finger here that you see, sort of see, is the fourth color. And then the one that I have on my first finger over here is the darkest color. So, and as you can tell, all of the colors are pretty much very light on my finger. The darkest one, the darkest two are the last two in the palette. And again, that palette was Tea Time. Okay guys, and the next palette here that I have is called Desert Dune. Very warm, very bright, again, very sparkly. So I'm going to go ahead and get some swatches on my fingers and show you. Okay, so as you guys can tell, this palette here kind of has the darkest colors out of them all. Now, the first color that I have here on my finger is the cream color here. And then the second color that I have is this orangey color, coppery orange. Third color that I have is this bronzy kind of taupey color. And then the fourth color that I have kind of has a green tone to it, kind of just slightly a greeny brown. And then the last color that you see, which I have on my thumb, is a very dark brown, but it almost has a plum tint to it. So it's kind of a brownie plum. Very pretty. I really like this one. This is probably actually my favorite one. Okay guys, and the next palette that I have here for you is called Chromatic. And these colors pretty much are all very light. I'm not sure why they put these 5 colors. This is probably my least favorite palette out of them all. I'm not sure why they put these 5 colors together, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and get swatches and I'll be right back. Okay, so the first color that we have on my finger here is this very first color that you see, which is kind of a light creamy brown, but it's a little bit darker than a cream. You wouldn't use it as a highlight, let me put it that way. And then the second color that we have here is kind of a little bit deeper than the first one, kind of a dark brown taupey color. There's a lot of taupes in these palettes. And then the third color that we have is kind of getting into the teals over here on the end. And it's a very unique color. It's a brown with kind of a teal tint to it. It's very pretty, I really like it. It's not very dark either. It would look really great on the lid. And then the fourth color that we have is on my pinky here. And it's a very tealy, light aqua teal. Does that make sense? A light aqua teal. And then the last color that we have, which is on my thumb, so this very end color, is a little bit deeper than that fourth color that we had. And it's more of an olive toned green. It's about the same intensity, I guess. Like it's not any darker. It's just a tad bit more olive green, which makes it a little bit deeper, if that makes sense. That probably doesn't make sense. But anyway, like I said, this is probably my least favorite palette just because I think these colors are kind of odd. And again, my favorite one is the Desert Dune. But they are all really great. I really hope that you guys did enjoy this review. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and send me a message through YouTube, email me, Twitter me, whatever. And definitely go check out the discountcosmeticoutlet.com. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.